Shabbat Shalom from Temple Concord. This week our Torah portion has many of the important origin myths for our own people as Jews. We learn of Abraham and his call from God to go forth from Ur and the Chaldeans to go form a new country and a new people that becomes our people. And we learn of Abraham wandering in what is now the land of Israel, and we learn of Abraham having a circumcision and greeting the three guests as they appear in front of his tent and not knowing who they are. And we read of the coming birth of Isaac. And we also read of the story of Hagar and Ishmael. And in Hagar and Ishmael, I think there are many important lessons that we too easily forget. Hagar, after all, was given by Sarah to Abraham because they were having fertility issues. And they had a child, and Hagar bore Ishmael. We Jews believe that Ishmael was pushed out of the house, along with his mother, by Sarah. Our Arab cousins believe otherwise, and they believe that their line comes from Ishmael. And while we believe Isaac was sacrificed, they believe that Ishmael was sacrificed. What it boils down to, and what's so amazing, is that there are geopolitical events going on now in 2012 that date back to this one single family crisis that happened thousands of years ago. We all have issues in our families where this one has a misunderstanding with that one, where there's a disagreement, where fights occur. But who of us thinks that those family squabbles are going to affect the outcome of the world thousands of years later? And yet, with Abraham's case, that's exactly the fact. That it was no more than a family dispute, centuries, millennia ago, that is now playing out on a world stage and befuddling all of us. So there are many lessons to draw. On the one hand, we have to see our Arab cousins as just that, our cousins. But more than that, we have to recognize that our familial relationships count. And that we can't allow ourselves to simply see a family squabble as a minor squabble. Rather, we have to see that that squabble can, if not corrected, and if not carefully watched, can explode into something much more difficult, much bigger. And so our Torah portion calls us to watch out for our families, to maintain those relationships, to nurture them, and to do all we can to find understanding, even in moments when that understanding seems distant. I hope you'll join us for Shabbat this week. Services tonight are at 6 o'clock. We have our new Shabbat Chadash service led by Jim Brulé. Tomorrow morning, services at 11, preceded by Torah study at 10. Our 7th graders will be participating in the service tomorrow morning. And next week, Jim Brulé will be teaching classes on Tuesday evening, his storytelling class as well as his Midrash class. And next Shabbat, we will have services at 7:30 along with our adult choir. Between now and then, I hope you'll have time to spend quality time with your own family, to recognize just how important those family relationships are, and to do all you can to ensure the sanctity of those relationships and to make sure that holiness prevails in all of them. For now, Shabbat Shalom. Look forward to seeing you at the temple.